And hello there, RJB from RJB TV. Welcome to part number 3 between Rabbit and 458, who are now, with you and I, jumping into game number 5. So far, the score is 2 wins for either of the two, which means both players have been playing, I'd say, pretty well. So far, they've been playing pretty well. We had 2 dominating performances by Rabbit, winning the first 2 games, a Terran against Protoss and a Zerg against Protoss, and game number 3 and 4 were both won by 458, who made quick work of a very greedy Rabbit. Rabbit is known to be greedy. If anything, he loves cutting corners and getting himself tiny little advantages. And 458 just punished him for it pretty damn hard. He immediately just came in and said, "Not gonna happen this time. It happened before, but you're not gonna get me a third time." And guess what? It did not happen a third time. Although it might happen in this game. Maybe this is gonna be the third time Rabbit's gonna get away with some, I'd say, cutting corners, some greedy play, trying to get himself ahead of the game when he actually shouldn't be, but gets away with it by pure luck. So let's see what's gonna happen. Rabbit starts off with the very normal barracks supply depot build order, and 458 starts off with, I think that was a 7 pylon, maybe an 8 pylon, not too sure, but we got a gateway there already on the way. And I really think this might have been a 7-9 pylon. Maybe it wasn't. I thought maybe he's going to try to do one of those tricky early game pressure build orders from a triple gateway, but he's going to go for gateway nexus and then a forge. The gateway is there to get 1 zealot, maybe 2 zealots, to make sure that the choke gets built healthily without the danger of a Terran rushing him and only having probes to defend, because that happened in game number 1 and it didn't work out that well for 458. So now he's going for the safer option, 1 gateway, then nexus and a forge, and now he's going to build a choke there in the front and use the zealot to keep Marines away. And that might just be the right choice here, because we have Marines and SFVs scouting the map, although if he went for a forge first, the cannons would be close to finishing right about now. He just wanted to be sure. He just wanted to be sure that in the case Rabbit is right next to him, he wasn't gonna get Marine rushed and SFV rushed, because that hurts. It hurts a lot. Sometimes you lose games to exactly that. The probe there is trying to get into Rabbit's base, but Rabbit is not gonna let it, which means that now 458 does not know what is happening in this base, but the zealot there, stronger than just 2 Marines, walks up into that base, is going to get information, although 2 more Marines are spawning, but I don't think those 4 Marines can kill the zealot quick enough, so the zealot will get all the information they would ever need. 2 cannons on the way there in the choke. This SV might sneak through just on time while the zealot there leaves the base. We've got triple commands in there from Rabbit. Very, very greedy play. Very greedy play. SV makes its way in right before the cannons finish. Perfect timing. A little bit of luck there for Rabbit. Managed to get in right on time. So the zealot there did scout the entire base. He's a triple command center. He's a double barracks. Kind of wondering what 458 is going to do after seeing that. Is he going to go for a 3rd nexus? Yes, he is. It's going to be a triple nexus build order here from 458. Both players are just going to kind of ignore the early game and just try to sprint into the late game. That is what I'm expecting. Both players are going to go all out on worker production and then getting gateways, robotics in very high numbers and not plan to attack all too early. Just going to build up. Just going to build up. Like, Rabbit is being greedy. Very, very greedy. 458 is being greedy in response, which isn't exactly greedy because he can afford to do this. Rabbit, though, Rabbit did face the chance of getting rushed, despite going for triple command center. And he still chose to go for triple command center and discontinuing Marine production for a little while. He's got double refinery in the back. 23 SCVs at the moment. Academy there almost finished up, getting a factory there on the side. He might fill out more barracks. Yeah, it's going to be more barracks. You're going to get an engineering bay here or a barracks. It's going to be an barracks. So 4 barrack defense. He's going to rely largely on Marines to defend himself. Not going to go for the starboard defense, or the wraith defense as I call it. I expect he's going to stay on 1 or 2 factories, although with triple command center this early into the game, you can probably afford a double factory. You might even go for 5 barracks. There's a lot of options on the table, and double or 5 or 4 barracks are the most likely. Engineering Bay, they're coming in, so I do think it's going to stay on 4. I might go for a starport right now. He can afford it, but will he get it is the bigger question. At this point, he's going to have to get supply depots there in the front as a wall to keep the enemy out. We have 4 gateway there from 458, triple robot there in the front, Citadel of Adun and support bay coming up at the back. Star's getting some cannons to protect himself against maybe fire bat run-ins or tank drops. Slowly adding those cannons on, not getting them all at once, just slowly adding cannons, and by the time Rabbit can go for tank drops, you'll have like 4 cannons on every single side. So tank drops, unlikely to happen, or I wouldn't say unlikely to happen, unlikely to get results. Triple cannon there in the front, we have a move out of Marines, Firebats, and Medics, so it looks like Rabbit is gonna try and be aggressive after all. I thought he wasn't gonna try, but he thought otherwise. He wants blood. He's out for blood, and he wants it right here, right now. We have a shuttle with a Zealot there, moving across the map to unload a Zealot here on the corner and stop production of turrets. We have the Marines and Medics changing their minds, returning back home. Zealot gets unloaded. Shuttle gonna fly back home and pick up that Reaver. It will arrive, I'd say, exactly on time. So this is perfectly timed there from 458. Rabbit there putting Marines on the sides to intercept, or at least give a warning that shuttles are coming. Gonna put Marines on every single side. This is an engineering base, still no starports. We have 4 barracks. Yeah, it's gonna be a 4 barracks Marine defense. Getting level 1 attack. This level 1 attack helps him take down the shuttles a little quicker, or maybe even kill the Templars and the Zealots. So it's gonna be double Reaver. He might go for a drop or just attack the front door. Get spotted by a Marine, gonna have to kill that one. Zealots are moving to the front as well. The Zealots are moving in to take tank shots. Gonna unload the Reaver, Zealots take shots, Reavers unload, Reavers shoot, gonna try to hit the tank in the back, gets a tank, kills it easily. But he's on the chase, very aggressively on the chase. Oh, the Marines do go down. He's gonna get oh no, the SCV blocking everything. The betrayal of the SCV. Betrayal of the SCV. And he is gonna die for his betrayal as well. So every single Marine that went out died. There's a couple Marines still in the bunkers, but oh, he kills one of the Reavers with a tank. Reaver at a safe distance. Zealot there, not quite within safe distance. Gonna have to kill. He's gonna crawl forward. Ooh, takes a shot to the face anyway. So we have progressed beyond that very first fight. We got a double shuttle drop there on the bottom corner. Engineering bay on the high ground. Only one single turret in the corner. We got Marines there on the left side. Marines there on the bottom side. We got armories on the way. Drop comes in. Unloads to the bottom corner. Gonna fly in even deeper. Gonna have to unload there though. Oh, a lot of Marines once again do go down. It's gonna be difficult to get close to these 2 Reavers on the bottom. Let's split up all his Marines and then go for a surround. Gets 1 kill. A lot of Marines there go down. 1 more shot. Oh, only kills 2. Lucky shot there for Rabbit. So 458 now on 78 ropes. Again, 63 SCVs there from Rabbit. 5 gateways. We have triple robo in the front, still producing, getting things like Storm, I guess. Storm there on the way. He's getting high Templars and Zealots, getting more gateways there on the side. He's got more cannons up there for anti-tank drop protection. And some vision on the side there from Rabbit, playing very methodically, he's doing pretty much everything that he has to do, step by step, progressing forward. Didn't plug up the front yet, but at this point in the match, there's not really a need to have this hole plugged up yet. There's not really a chance for 458 to just barge to the front door and attack that way. He invested in shuttle drops. Rabbit is scanning those shuttle drops, so shuttle drop is what it's going to be. Does look like 458 is going to go for a big shuttle drop. There's no Stargates yet. We don't have Stargates on the way either. So no Corsair escorts on the map yet. So there's the first Stargate. It's coming up. Really mining comes 6 gas there in the back. Should be enough for the remainder of the game. Might get number 7 and 8 there on the top as well. Getting Dragoon range. Level 2 attack, I believe. Level 1 attack. He's a little bit behind on schedule. Still there scouting the side, killing Marines, but it's engineering base floating in the sky. You need some Dragoons to kill those. We have 2 armories, starport, science facility, a lot of factories here on the middle as well. And the drop there flies over the bottom, but as Marines in between, gonna have to unload there on this corner, gonna have to shoot all over those Marines. Marines splitting up, getting a lot of damage down on those Reavers. Reavers do kill every single Marine. The tank's sieging up. Reaver is gonna die very soon. Very good and quick response there from Rabbit. Does not let this get through. Does not let this hurt him. Very well played. So far, both players have not really been able to Let me rephrase. So far, 458 has not really been able to really hurt Rabbit that much. If he had maybe gone for a double Nexus, maybe his attacks would have arrived a little bit faster and maybe he would have done some damage, but he decided to go for triple Nexus, which delays everything by quite a bit. But he does have a huge economy, maybe a little bit too huge of an economy, 94 probes, 85 SCVs. You're gonna have to kill a couple of those probes, they're gonna have to fire them. It's just not enough work for them to do. Not enough work for them to do. Getting a nice little block of Stargates is a nice little block, a large block of gateways there. Flying over the side, Marine there spots everything, engineering bay in the sky, but it changes his mind and turn around and change direction, goes over towards this nice little hole that he finds. The hole is the goal, flies right on through, slides right in. Starts unloading the Templar, starts storming. Templar gets sniped there on the side. Second drop did not get in. I thought, oh wait, he did get in. Second drop arrives on the scene, double Templar. Rabbit didn't notice, and neither did I, but I noticed just on time. And the SCVs do go down. He's a lot of kills there. 50 kills, 6 kills, 56 kills there on those high Templars, and picked one of them up to just make life a little bit more difficult for Rabbit. Just make life a little bit more difficult. So the first blood is drawn by 458. Storms again, gets another couple kills. Ooh, 17 in total. So 67 SCVs dead and gone. Brutally murdered for the greater good of Protoss kind, but the detriment of Terran kind. How is Rabbit gonna fix this situation? He has lost a lot of supply at 85 SCVs, and he's now down to 100 supply. He does have a lot of factories, a lot of tanks as well. Almost no Marines, almost no anti-air, but Marines are cheap. It's got about, I'd say, 40 SCVs, like 4 command centers. Rebuilds those SCVs quite quickly. 458 is taking some time with his second follow-up drop. He's got a couple shuttles there flying across the map. No Corsairs yet again. We've got Corsairs pushing away engineering base. So the Corsairs are on the map, but they're not escorting the shuttle. Oh wait, there they are. 2 Corsairs escorting the shuttle. So they grouped up. He's going to go over the left side. Maybe the bottoms. Yeah, he changed his mind. Goes over the bottom side. The upgrades at the moment for 458 are on 001. But he's getting level 1 armor, shield, and level 2 weapon. Getting level 1 armor for air as well. So the air is going to become harder to kill over time. Getting disruption web as well. Hope we see some disruption web. Targets the shuttles. Templar unload. Templar can't storm. No energy. No energy on the high Templar. This one might be able to unload and storm. He gets right onto the CC. Storming the SCVs and his own zealots as well. Maybe not the best storms. Maybe not the best storms. I think 458 had a chance to kill the CC, but then stormed his own zealots to death. And he unintentionally saved the command center. Like, what he was trying to do is storm the SCVs repairing it. But instead, he killed his own zealots. So, not the cleanest drop, but the drop did slow Rabbit down. So it did do something, just not what he had in mind. Almost got the command center. And then stopped himself from getting it. So Rabbit now on 145 supply. He's recovered 50 supply so far. 458 there, big drop, ready to go for a follow-up. Probably also going to go for a frontal zealot attack, which would be pretty strong at this point in the game. Although now we do see that Rabbit is putting tanks at the high ground. The front door going to be a little bit more difficult to break through. We have 4 Marines, 2 Firebats, 2 Marines, so that's going to be 6 units in those bunkers. Well, 8, 2 tanks on the high ground, and a couple tanks there in the back, just sitting there, waiting to get sieged up. Marines are on the sides, ready to snipe shuttles. 1 attack, level 2 attack on the way. There he goes, unloads on the front, on the choke. Choke is very poorly protected. Storms on the tank on the high ground, takes it down, so that's no longer a problem. He breaks through, tanks in the back, sieging up. This 1 tank here in the front is being annoying, storms it down though. It was kind of walling off that section, I guess. As he's moved to the front. He's gonna try to plug up this hole maybe. Pulls them back. It goes through anyway. Cannons coming up in the middle, another drop there on the middle, arriving on the scene. Marines steaming forward to stop those zealots, and surprisingly, 458 broke through the front door, but also didn't get too far into the base. Now he goes in with another shuttle drop, no courses in between. Templars unloading, but getting sniped immediately. Templars getting sniped immediately. Did not stand a chance. Now we have 95 probes against 92 SCVs. Rabbit has officially, completely, and fully recovered from that earlier fiasco of a drop. defense, drop defense. The drop defense was the fiasco earlier, but he's now in good spirits. He's looking fine, getting lockdown, getting nuke silos, getting mines and vulture speed. I am smelling what you're smelling, and that's radiation from nukes in the skies, dropping down on 458. Although first comes to drop, they're on those tanks, takes a lot of them down. Ooh, great storms. Great storms. Softens up the front door. It's gonna force Rabbit to rebuild his stuff, I guess. Now he's on level 2 attack, 1 armor, 1 shield. Strong Zealots, getting stronger over time. The tanks are on 2-2 already. Tanks are on 2 armor and weapon already. Very strong tanks. Marines are on 0-2, level 2 attack. Zealots are coming to the front door, stimming those Marines. Medics are helping out. Dragoons. There are no Dragoons. I mean, Goliaths are there as well. Adding ghosts into the mix. Nukes are gonna happen. When? I'm not sure, but soon that is certain though. Soon we'll have nukes, and boy, do you and I love nukes. We do love nukes. Nukes are great, they're awesome. Another big drop there being prepared with some Archons in between. We have no Corsairs on the scene, and 458 still has 20 too many probes. Likewise, Rabbit has 20 too many SCVs. Their banks are going to grow quickly and rapidly in the next couple of minutes. We can already see Rabbit's bank just shot up from 100 to 3,000, and it's going to stay there for a little while until he's maxed out. When he's maxed out, his bank is going to skyrocket up to like 9,000 or 10,000. That is likely when he's going to throw away some of his SCVs. Likewise, 458 now on 10,000 will likely throw away some probes at some point. Arriving, ooh, he's trying to storm on that front line there, but the Templar gets shut down immediately, so didn't get a chance to do it. Heading onto his base, he's taking his sweet time. His APM has dropped below 200, which is something you'll usually never ever see from 458. He is preparing for the storm that is knocking on this, I'd say, garden fence, because this is not the house yet. This is kind of like a garden fence. He's knocking on that front door of that garden fence. He's preparing himself to start the counterattack. And 458 is preparing himself to start the game-ending doom drop. A drop of doom. He's planning on going in all the way into the backside, go in deep and hard, and just mess shit up. Preparing, he's going in. There's not much at the back to protect. We've got triple bunker, about 4 tanks, a lot of ghosts on the scene though. Flies in, unloads, disruption webs on the scene. Not the best disruption webs, as he's running the safety. Templars trying to storm, but a little bit slow in the storms because he just had trouble selecting a Templar. Now the Templars are too far away to storm with his SVs there on the bottom. He actually helps Rabbit out by opening up supply space. At this point, he is helping Rabbit out, opening up supply space. So now Rabbit has more. Oh, great final storm there to kill everything that was still there. But Rabbit has a big bang. While the drop will force Rabbit to rebuild his SCVs, it won't slow down the attack because he's rich. He is very rich. 6,000 minerals should be enough to recover with his 4 command center. 6 command centers, excuse me. 6 command centers. SCVs will be back in no time. And during that time, 458 still has too many probes. And the army of Rabbit has already moved to the middle with level 3 attack there on the tanks, level 3 armor as well. Marines level 0-2, soon level 3 attack. He's not getting Marine armor upgrades. He might get them after level 3 attack though. But I guess the value of Marines is largely in their damage, not in their ability to survive. He comes in over the front door yet again. We have ghosts in between. Will we see lockdowns on those shuttles? Got enough of them. No lockdowns. Stimming in. Templar unloads on the scene, but Templar gets killed immediately. And guess what? He's already knocking on that front door. Things are not looking too pretty here for 458. He's getting carriers. His bank has grown above 13,000, although now it's dropping below, and now it's going back up. 458 is in some slight trouble here, because Rabbit has a lot of supply. Rabbit has 50 more open army supply. 458 really has to start contemplating about firing some of his SCVs. Nuke is coming down. Nuke Dot is on the scene. It's right there. I think I can't see the first one. somewhere around here. We're gonna see the nuke fall down. 458 doesn't quite know where it's landing. He's trying to pull the safety. Robos are gonna go down. Boom, bam. Robos almost dead and gone. Cannons will be gone very soon there, though, and bam, that is the finishing blow by cannons. Rabbit is about to set up shop here in this frontal section. 458 is in a lot of trouble. But Rabbit is on a small economy now. 50 SCVs. Getting a couple more. He's pulling some SCVs to the front as well to help him build turrets. 458 there gets a carrier locked down. A lot of Goliaths in the mix, a lot of ghosts as well. Carriers are not going to be as effective as you would like them to be. This is going to be a difficult game from this point onwards for 458. Now there's no detection in the front, but we have about 3 scans back at home for Rabbit. We got our temples on the way. Turrets are being built there though, so detection will be a problem. Oh wait, they're bunkers. He's building bunkers, not turrets. But the Dark Templars are going to come in and try to kill whatever they can as fast as they can. Gets a scan down there. Dark Templars are on top of the tanks. Carriers there on the high ground, flanked from the side. I think they might be just out of range of those ghosts. Just out of range of those ghosts. So doing a pretty good job stalling out the game, but still has way too many probes. Some Goliaths flanked from behind, some Goliaths trying to get body shots, but he's on the high ground. He's on the high ground. Difficult to target the carriers when they're on the high ground like this. You have to use scans for this one. Dark Temples and Zealots are coming from the bottom to clean. He might just clean out this little settlement here on the middle of this choke point. He's slowly reducing Rabbit's numbers, but reinforcements just keep on streaming. Very steady and solid production there from Rabbit, sending units across the map, and 458 is struggling to keep these units out of his base. He's losing a lot of interceptors, losing carriers as well. Things are not going as he would like them to. Also surprisingly, 458's APM is very low for usual 458 standards. Not sure why. Oh, gets another lockdown. Goodbye carrier. Zealots on top of the Goliaths though. Zealots on top of the Goliaths. The tanks kind of hurting their own friends with friendly fire. Goliaths trying to chase down the carriers. Carriers retreat to a safe point. I think we have level 3 shield there on the way. Level 3 armor on the way as well. And level 3 armor for air. Let me just see. 222 there on the air. The ground is on 223. So 458 is a little bit behind on upgrades, but he manages to almost completely clean out the units Rabbit has here. But yet again, reinforcements arrive. Largely Goliaths. I don't see any tanks. And he will need a couple of tanks to push forward a little bit more steadily here. He's got bunkers up in the front as well to kind of make passing through difficult for the Zealots, but also just to keep those Marines and Ghosts safe from storms. Nuke somewhere. Nuke is being put somewhere. He loses observers. He lost his observers. And he has no robos. Oh my god, he's got no robos, no observers. So we have an observer up the top there, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Boom! There goes the dynamite. Now he's finally throwing away some of his probes because I think he realized that his army is kind of tiny, kind of small, and he needs more supply space. But at this point, he's already lost a lot of his carriers, a lot of his gateways as well. He will struggle to produce, although, look at this, it's a large proxy robo base, a huge proxy robo base. And he actually almost cleans out that entire section there on the middle. His gas is really low. He's spending all the gas rapidly, getting reavers. Another nuke there being thrown down. Please pull down the observer. Please pull down the observer. The nuke is going to land yet again. I think this is going to be nuke number 4 or 5 this game. It's going to land really hard. Goodbye, High Templar. Goodbye, High Templar. But he cleans out all the units. But this is the first time all the units in the base do go down. 458 is flipping the tables. Rabbit is also low on money. Rabbit is rebuilding SCVs now because he's realizing that he cannot keep up with 458's production. One of the upsides of having too many probes is you can produce all day, every day, non-stop. And when your economy is low, kind of small like Rabbit, you do slowly get outproduced. It's a slow process, but it does happen. He arrives on the scene. Tanks in between. Goliaths ready to shoot on carriers, but no carriers are here. It's largely just Zealots and High Templars for the defense. We have nothing on the high ground either. He's not using dropships on the high ground. He's just going all in on a ground force. Does not want to use APM on those high ground hills with tanks on top of them. We have, I think, another nuke ready to go at some point. Observer still on the top side there, still not back in the base. I think 458 just forgot about that Observer. He's focusing on getting this huge Reaver drop here on the top middle, prepared to go for a sneaky attack on that command center. We have 3 tanks, 4 tanks, Ghosts in between as well. Flies on in, uninterrupted. SFV's running to safety. Reavers on the scene. A lot of Reavers and only 2 tanks and 2 bunkers to fire on them. Command center there are going to go down. A lot of damage there coming down. Lifts it up quickly before it goes down. Lifts up all the command centers on the top side there. Then goes down. A lot of SFVs went down as well. He is in trouble. Losing command centers. The Corsairs killed the command centers there in the sky. Reavers slowly dying, slowly getting killed, but they've done their job. They've killed 2 command centers, the main one and an extra one. And they killed about, I'd say, about 20 SCVs as well. So Rabbit is going to have to end the game with this push. It's going to have to happen right here, right now. He has a large army here, but he can no longer rebuild what it loses. Now it becomes a matter of, can 458 quickly kill this and kill it again? Can 458 outlast Rabbit? That's the question. He has to outlast him. Another big nuke. Only 12 gateways still alive, but more gateways being built on the top side of the map. He's also building new nexuses here, so he's gonna use this as his new main base right next to Rabbit's base. Rabbit still doesn't know this exists. He does not yet know. Maybe he does, but I don't think he does. I don't think Rabbit knows it exists. But the tanks are getting in deeper. 458 is still in some trouble. He can still lose this game. He's slowly crawling deeper and deeper into 458's base. We have Ghosts on the scene, ready to nuke. Got 2 nukes on the way there on the top corner on the production screen. So more nukes will happen. I think this is the most nukes I've seen from a game of this high level. Most nukes of a game of this level. We'll drop there on the top corner, gonna go for supply depots and turrets. We got literally almost nothing here, but he got a Ghost, and a Ghost goes for a lockdown. That's Shuttle and a Reaver out of commission. 458 still on low gas, very low gas, but largely actually just spent all of his gas. Tank's getting very close. Probe's gonna have to run right now or get taken down. Boom! There goes the probe count. Down to 37. Down to 37. Now is going to be a dangerous, tricky time for both players. Either 458 manages to kill Rabbit's production and his economy right here, right now, or Rabbit's going to push to the win. It's going to be a tricky time. I cannot yet tell who will win this. Reaver's on the scene. Reaver's shooting. Reaver's killing most of the tanks. Most of the tanks go down. Does not kill any SCVs there though. Picks up the Reaver, flies in deeper on the chase for the SCVs, lands in a safe spot where tanks cannot hit it. Great move. SCVs are dying. Dark Templars on the scene. Dark Templars dying slowly. Dark Templars are slowly reducing the amount of units here on the scene. Rabbit's economy is down in the dumps, but so is 458. So he has 35 probes, 8,000 minerals, but 109 supply. Building carriers on this proxy base. Oh, more Reavers arrived. SCV's going down. Rabbit is in trouble. Rabbit is in trouble. Gonna have to lock down those Reavers quickly. I mean, they don't take any damage from those Ghosts. Like the Ghosts don't stand a chance unless they lock down. Tanks arriving. Light shooting. Shuttle goes down with 2 Reavers inside. But the SCV count is low and so is the minerals. But 458 is on a smaller supply than Rabbit at the moment, but Rabbit, I'm not sure which way he's going to go. Rabbit has less money. Rabbit has pretty much no money. 458 still has a big bank to use and has 4 Nexus on his proxy base to use, produce with. It's going to be a difficult call. It can still go either way, although the situation at the moment looks better for 458. It just looks better for 458. Although Double Ghost on the scene ready to nuke this choke to Kingdom Come. Ready to nuke this choke to Kingdom Come. He's gonna try to walk through. Oh, he walks through. Is this nuke gonna win the game? Cannons are on the way. But will the nuke land before the cannons do? Before the cannons finish up? He splits the ghost. Goes for the nuke. Oh, there's observers everywhere. Got the carriers. There's your interceptors though. No interceptors. The carriers have just spawned. There goes one. There goes ghost number 2. So the nukes will not land. Just on time. Just a little bit too slow, maybe. Maybe Rabbit was just a little bit too slow. Both players are recovering. Rabbit is clearing out the main base. And now we have a nice little replacement base where 458 is now putting probes back to work on the gas, producing probes there from his 4 Nexus, and Rabbit likewise producing SCVs from his 3, 4, 5 command centers. Both players on about equal supply. This game can literally go anyway. It can go Rabbit with a 458. I just don't know. Although we do have ghosts here from Rabbit, which do counter the carriers quite hard. Just out of range of a lockdown, you can see the ghost there, wiggling back and forth, trying to lock down the carriers, but just can't do it. Going for a nuke across the high ground, but he lost the cloak. He lost the cloak. Ghost goes down, and the nuke is gone. Goes for a fumble attack. Oh no, Goliaths are walking all the way around. Little sloppy play there from Rabbit. 458, they're still alive, still surviving, still ready to go for another round. This is one of the more interesting games. This is something kind of only Protoss can do, and that is just build a second base somewhere else and extend the game. Terran and Zerg literally cannot do this. It takes so long, so much time for a Terran or a Zerg to replace or rebuild an entire base. This is literally a Protoss privilege. He goes for an attack. Goliath's on the scene. Ghost still hanging in the back. He's only got 2 ghosts. 4 ghosts. Does he have a drop there coming in as well? I do see a big drop being prepared. Reavers in production. More carries on the way as well. 72 probes against 64 SCVs. Supply lead is heavily in favor of 458. But a lot of 458's supply is still in production. A lot of it is still in production. Well, first he focuses on cleaning out the entire left side of turrets and hunting down some tanks and hunting down whatever he can there on the side. Just peeling away at the outer layer of Rabbit's base. 458 is doing some great carrier control, ruining whatever there is. He's taking Rabbit to the barbershop. Some nice shield batteries there behind the high ground. Carriers have a nice little lifeline to keep recovering health time and time again. Goes in it again there over that top left corner. By SCV. Did your job. Sadly, you just had to go. So big drop on the top. He's gonna unload Reavers. Oh, Goliaths are in danger. And so are the supply depots. Disruption weapon on the tank. Reavers are safe and sound. We've got the carriers in the sky. Ghosts are coming in to try and lock down, but it might get taken down. Oh! Oh, gets a double lockdown before it dies. Beautiful stuff. Oh, double lockdown, double lockdown. It's 4 lockdowns on the Reavers. The Reavers still alive. Reavers are contributing slightly. The tanks are just too far away. Carriers dancing on the side. We need more ghosts on the scene. Ghosts are not in production. We've got double nuclear on the way. Goliaths are in the factories. He's trying to keep up as fast as he can. Dancing is back and forth. It's a dance of death. The 458 special, hanging on the corner, protecting his Reavers. He's protecting his Reavers from death. Trying to keep them alive for as long as he can. Supply depots are dying. Reavers are going to get out of lockdown very soon, and then they can start killing supply depots very quickly. I mean, even the carriers are helping out. Oh, 458 might have done it. He might have just turned the game from a terrible situation into a win. He's still... I think 458 is won. I think he has the game in the bag. From this situation, it's just too hard to come back. The Reavers are shooting on the Goliaths. Gonna have to surround the Reavers first. Like, clean out the ground forces. Oh, disruption web's coming down. Moving out of it. Getting out of it. Killing the Reavers. the carriers are taking down the Goliaths, and he doesn't have a lot of Goliaths left. He only has 130 supply space. He has to build new supply depots very quickly. Don't think he can, though. Don't think he can. More Reavers have been built. More shuttles have been built, ready to escort and fly those Reavers into the battle zone. Ghosts are dancing back and forth. Goliaths are on the scene. Gonna try to get the lockdown, but dances away right before the Ghost gets in range. A very intricate dance between two tango dancers, I guess. One carrier in lockdown, dancing back and forth. Supply depot is getting taken down. There's no space in his base for more supply depots. He's in trouble. He is in trouble. A lot of trouble. Actually, there is a lot of space, but he's just not using it. He might build supply depots somewhere else on the map. Maybe right here. Realizing that he needs supply depots somewhere. Oh, 8 Reavers. 8 Reavers. Ready to go in and end Rabbit's game once and for all. Rabbit has 140 supply. He's trying to hold on. Fighting as hard as he can. Actually, Rabbit is migrating to the bottom of the map. He's thinking of doing the same thing 458 did and just take his old base. Your base? Nah, bro. It's now my base. I think that is what he's planning on doing. First supply depots at a safe distance, far away from home, where 458 will not expect to find them. The Reavers have arrived. They're already here. It might be too late. Gonna take down like 12 supply depots. It's 120 supply disappearing like snow on a hot summer day. Not that it snows on hot summer days though, but that's GG. 458 wins this very hard-fought battle that I did not think would go to 458 about halfway in. But 458 persevered, never gave up, and managed to turn the tides in his favor. He managed to take down Rabbit in game number 5. Thank you for watching. It's R3 for RJBTV, and in the next video, we will do game number 6, because there's more games, and so far these games have all been very, very good. I've been very excited about these games. I've enjoyed them a lot, and likewise, I hope you've enjoyed them as well. And if you did, leave your thoughts in the comments, and we'll talk about it. We'll see you soon for game number 6.